Alright, so in this lesson we're going to talk about higher attention areas on a website as far as your ads go. And what I have here up is a heat map, and this is actually a resource from Google that they provide for their publishers to be able to get the highest click-through rate on their AdSense campaigns, so that, first of all, Google is going to get paid more if they do these studies and tell them the best tactics, and then also the publisher is going to make more. But we're going to use it here to our benefit, and also be able to think about where are the placements on the website that might do the best, which are the poorest performing areas, and we can break it down here. And what I have up here is both the heat map and also an example site. And this is a basic guide, but we can look at this guide and then look at the website that maybe we're thinking about placing an ad on and know relatively well whether or not it's a poor placement, a premium placement, if it's has a better likelihood of succeeding. So basically, for us Westerners, we're going to land on a website and we're going to go to the upper left hand corner and move across to the right, because that's just the way that we read, that's the way that we're trained, our eyes move that way. And typically, they've done studies on this, people's eyes tend to hang out onto the left side of the screen. So you can see here, white is going to be the lowest performing area. The yellow color here is somewhere in the middle, and the orange is almost the best in primary or biggest premium spot as far as the visitor's attention is on the red there. And that's because they're searching for content, which is why they're on the website in the first place. So as they go down, like I said, they hang on to the left. So let's go ahead and look at this Huffington Healthy Living and see how their ad space is and what we would classify it as in the heat map that we have here. So we don't have any banner ads that are above their navigation bar, and down here they have some related stories. So if they had ads, this would be a relatively good place to place our ads, because you can see here that this is a high performing section of the website. Now they don't have anything to the left. They do have this very large banner area to the right, and you can tell by the heat map here that that is somewhere in the middle, and it's a pretty good performing area. It stands out. It's the largest image on the website other than this one as you go down. But as far as above the fold, which is another thing that you want to keep in mind, above the fold almost always is going to perform better as a whole. But not always. We get down to the bottom of an article and it's almost like a call to action if we can get our ads in there. So let's say here, right above the primary content, if they had an option of text ads in here, or maybe a small square ad, that would be a very high performing advertisement placement according to the heat map here. And as we go down, we see we still have the same ad, and then we have another one right here. And that's probably going to be getting into this white area, so this might not be the best performing ad as far as the placement goes according to what we have here. Now we go on. This article is kind of weird because it's got this huge image here and breaks up the page a bit. But if that wasn't there and they had these sponsored links, that would be a good spot also, and it still is a good spot here. And like I said, it's not going to be exactly to this because websites just aren't designed exactly like this layout here. But we keep going down, and it really starts to get cluttered here. I got to think that it breaks down a bit. And let's see if there's any more ads. And then we have one more here, and that's probably also a very low performing area. And do we have any more? No, we don't. So as far as the highest performing, this is probably it, and then up here, this banner. And we can take this and use it both in when we want to plan out a campaign, but also we could use it when somebody's wanting to demand a very high price for their ad space in a very low performing area, and keep that in mind. So, you might want to notice here, it's interesting, this is supposed to be the strongest area, and they're using it to collect emails and share the information. So that probably tells you that they know very well that this is the right place to put this information. So hopefully that was helpful, and let's move on.